Thank you, Mary Beth, for that very kind introduction, and hello, graduates. I'm truly humbled by the honor you've given me today, the opportunity to speak to you on this important occasion. President Del Bazo, Board Chair Canetta, trustees of the college, faculty and staff, parents, families, and loved ones of the graduates, and most of all, the College of Westchester, class of 2019. Congratulations, class of 2019. It is my pleasure to be here today in this magnificent setting to join you in your celebration. This is a great achievement for you and the culmination of years of hard work and sacrifice. Earning a college degree is one of the most important achievements in life. This is your day, and we are all proud to be here to celebrate with you. As I prepared to speak today, I thought of 3 examples of things that happened in the world while you were completing this phase of your education that demonstrate just how unpredictable the future really is. First, that a guy from the show The Apprentice would be in the White House. Second, that the Kansas City Royals, Houston Astros, and for Chicago, and more surprisingly, the Chicago Cubs, would have won 3 of the last 4 World Series. Sorry, Yankee fans. And probably most unpredictably for my generation, that at an average age of 74 years old, the Rolling Stones would still be on tour, though I understand they're in a brief timeout for mixed new heart valve. But the uncertain future we see in the world today has some far more serious aspects. Climate change is an undeniable reality. The Black Lives Matter and Me Too movements are recent reminders of how much work is left to do to reach equality and protection for all. And the connected world in which we live in presents us with an ever-changing landscape of challenges regarding security, privacy, free speech, and a host of other issues. In this unpredictable world, there seems to be very little that is certain, on which we can absolutely depend. And yet, from where I stand, I see with certainty the fortitude, intellect, commitment, and determination of this graduating class before me to lead your generation as we face these and so many other pressing issues. It is the journey that lies ahead of you, not the past, which will be your focus once the celebration ends. Your individual paths will take distinct directions. What I hope to share with you are some experiences and observations that I've seen lead to success. But first, let's take a moment and consider how we got here. I'm a numbers guy, so I'm taken by the fact that this college traces its roots back to 1915. Today, we continue a time-honored celebration over a century old at this college. There are about 7.5 billion people on the planet, almost 326 million of whom live in this country. Of those, you're joining a group of about 33% of adults who have undergraduate and associate degrees in this country. Most of you are first-generation college graduates, a very special achievement indeed. So as a group, your accomplishment today is a ticket to opportunity and further success, though realizing its full value requires yet more work from you. Now, I spent most of my career in capital markets. As Mary Beth indicated, I currently serve as chairman of the board of the NASDAQ stock market. In this role, I get to spend some time with leaders and innovators of our listed companies who are at the forefront of their fields and spend their days and their nights and their weekends turning improbable ideas into products and services that will shape our future lives. It is this passion and sense of purpose that drives their success. Now, in my own particular case, I sort of stumbled onto my passion. As an undergraduate accounting student at the University of Iowa, I was a good, but not a particularly great student. As graduation approached, I, perhaps like some of you, didn't have a clear vision of what would come next. Thankfully, an elective class I had taken in financial markets sparked an interest in the markets, and I took a job at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. It was something of a risky choice. I mean, for an accountant, we don't take a lot of risks, but somewhat of a risky choice, as most of my peers went to work for accounting firms, a far more traditional, and I would suggest a stable path. But I wanted to follow my passion, and my position at the CME only furthered my interest in markets and ultimately was a great first step in my career. In mid-career, I was faced with another important decision. As technology drove change through the world's large marketplaces, resulting in the free flow of capital across borders, I was offered the chance to lead the marketplace change in Singapore as it adapted its stock exchange to this new reality. With the support of my family, we jumped on the opportunity and followed my passion. Some friends thought we were crazy for doing so, but taking that calculated risk was the best thing I ever did professionally. Now, while I found my passion relatively early, it certainly won't always work that way. If you look at some of the most successful people, it often takes time and a couple of false starts to find and nurture that passion. The key thing is to find yours and commit to excellence in it. Also, expect that the path to realizing your goals will require real commitment, often through hard times. You can see that in almost all successful people. As an example, a young news anchor with dreams of achieving journalistic fame was publicly and unceremoniously dropped from her first job as an anchor, told she wasn't a good fit. Despite the humiliation she felt, she stuck around the industry, trying to find some other avenue of success, tried her luck as a writer. She even babysat the supervisor's kids. Eventually, she tried her hand as a daytime talk show host, and it stuck. Oprah Winfrey, the fired news anchor, went on to become one of the most successful television personalities in history. Now, Walt Disney's story is also one of improbable success through passion and hard work. As a boy, he delivered the daily newspaper, the Kansas City Star. As a young man, he developed an interest in being a cartoonist and applied for a permanent job at the Star as at first a cartoonist, then a clerk, even went back and applied to be a truck driver, only to be turned down each time. He even tried to start an animation studio in Kansas City with a friend, and it failed too. So he left Kansas City for California nearly penniless and went on to build the enormous empire we know today as Disney on the back of a mouse. And in 1996, the Disney organization bought the ABC networks and its newspapers, ironically including the Kansas City Star. Now, Winfrey and Disney are just two examples of the first common thread among successful people: a strong passion for the work they do and a commitment to see it through. The second thought I'd like to share with you is that while today represents an important milestone, the degree conferred upon you is simply one aspect of a lifetime of learning ahead of you. Some of that may include additional formal education, some will not. Either way, I suggest committing to lifelong learning, which requires getting comfortable with not always knowing the answers. Throughout my career, I've had the good fortune to be surrounded by colleagues, bosses, and subordinates who showed me new ways of looking at things and taught me valuable lessons. Be open to learning from others. Sometimes it can be formal, but often it will be informal. Watch how the people you consider successful handle themselves, think through the issues, and express themselves. Every day of your life, there is something to learn, and so many ways to grow intellectually. Seize these moments, large and small, and absorb new information, new ways of thinking, and effective leadership skills. Intellectual curiosity is one of the most powerful tools for your success. Keep that tool especially sharp. The third thought to leave you with is no one achieves success alone. Great achievement like today's owes a great deal to the people around you. In fact, let's take a moment to recognize the people whose shoulders you stand on in getting to this day. First, this includes your family and loved ones who have supported your dreams in so many ways. Second, there is an outstanding faculty and administrative staff here at CW who have not only shared technical skills with you, but have helped shape your thinking. Third, your learning has been influenced by your fellow students with whom you have worked, studied, and grown during your time at CW. Let's pause and give all these people a round of applause and thank them for helping shape your achievement. The most important skills you will leave here with today are not about the technical aspects of your major, but what you've learned about how to study effectively, how to work together, how to listen carefully, how to think critically, and how to resolve conflict with reason. That is what a great college like CW has offered you, and you are better prepared for the next steps in your journey because of it. So today, you begin your great adventure. You will develop new technologies, new medical procedures and cures for disease, new art and music, new ways to better the lives around you, and new business enterprises, just to name a few. Impossibilities today will become possibilities tomorrow. Unexpected opportunities will come your way, and you will change the world, and it will change you. Each of you has a chance to discover who you are, rather than who others say you should be, and a chance to live your dream. You will take a job, and in some cases expand an existing one, and I hope it challenges you and ignites your passion. It may take a few tries, but keep looking. It is out there. I have confidence in you. After all, you came to CW not just to learn about the past, but to create the future. Congratulations and Godspeed, class of 2019.